Hey, good morning and welcome. Welcome to the finally Friday edition of the program. This is the Tom Barfield Show. We're presented by Toe King and Gary Hoffman and his team. 24-hour emergency roadside assistance. You can check them out at, there's the phone number. Have we mentioned this phone number before? It's 254-666-5484, 254-666-5484. Glad to have you with us here on a Friday. Lark Smith is back. Where are you, Lark? I guess you're in your man cave again today?
I'm in my man cave again today.
All right. And I'm in beautiful Salt Lake City, Utah, where the Bears will play game 2 of that series with the Utes tonight. Glad to have you with us. We're going to talk some high school baseball. Chris Clemons is going to join us a little later on in the program. And we're also going to visit with the new head football coach and athletic director of the Crawford Independent School District, Sam Moody. That didn't take long, did it, partner? I mean,
no.
Coach Robinson says, hey, I'm going to Palestine. And boom, just like that, Sam Moody's the new head football coach at AD at Crawford. I'm like, okay, was that kind of in the works? Was there some behind the scenes maneuvering? I don't know. I do know this. I think they made a great decision. I've known Sam for a long time, and he's a Crawford guy. And it kind of takes, I think, a Crawford guy to coach at Crawford. There's just certain things that they do, and they do it a little differently. And there's kind of a system that's been put into place over the years with Robert and Murphy and Delbert Kelm and Coach Profit and all those guys. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, yeah. It's worked very well for Crawford over the years. And as long as it keeps that success rolling, then keep it going.
So today is National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. I didn't know if you knew that. I thought I'd pass that along to you.
You can have mine.
Okay. All right. I'm going to give you 3 things that happened on this date in history, significant things.
Okay.
And you've got to put them in order of significance based off of your thoughts.
Okay.
Okay. In no particular order. I'll give you the dates after we do this.
Okay.
McDonald's opened. First McDonald's opened.
Okay.
Las Vegas, Nevada was founded.
Okay.
And Mickey and Minnie Mouse made their debut.
I'll go with Mickey and Minnie Mouse.
Really?
Yes. I think they've probably had a bigger effect on the world at large than anything else.
No argument, but I kind of thought you'd go Vegas.
Well, Vegas is number 2.
Okay.
And McDonald's is down the chart.
I'm
not necessarily a McDonald's fan.
Oh, I love me some Mickey D's. I think they have the best French. I think they have the absolute best French fries on the planet.
I'm told that some of my wife's high school friends who worked at McDonald's when they were in high school would always make an extra batch of French fries just before closing time. So, they thought they have to throw them away, so just take them home.
Yeah, I got you. And you know what? That's probably not a bad plan. I think that's probably kind of maneuvering quite nicely.
Yeah.
So here are the dates, by the way. 1928 for Mickey and Minnie Mouse.
Yep.
They debuted on this date, May the 15th, 1928.
Yeah. Vegas was sometime in the 50s, I think.
1905 for Vegas.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm thinking when Bugsy Siegel got the flamingo
when they made
going.
it famous, yeah.
Yeah.
when they got it cooking with all those pretty lights and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then for McDonald's is 1940. The first McDonald's opened on this date in 1940. So there you go. Let's see. What else do we need? You know what? Congratulations to Kyla Shopik from West High School. Mm-hmm. She won the pole vault state championship yesterday.
Oh, wow. Outstanding.
12 feet, 9 inches. This is her 3rd trip. I think she's finished 4th. She's finished 5th. She's a junior. She went 12-9. I think later in the meet, she attempted the state record, didn't get it, but still wins the state championship. So a gold medal going to West. And, of course, you know the last name. So yeah, quite the last name. Mm-hmm. I think she got her athleticism from her uncle, certainly not her dad. Just saying. That's the cool thing about this show. You can poke at people and they can't poke back. Not until you have them on the program.
Yeah.
Baseball last night, some good stuff. A lot of great high school softball and baseball games going on, and I know you're going to cover that for us a little later on. But
yes, sir.
Yeah, and then JUCO was hot and heavy yesterday as well. Softball. Are you surprised that McLennan softball's out?
Yes, I am. They still have the opportunity to get to the World Series in an at-large bid. We'll see if that happens. There are at-large bids to that World Series over in Alabama. So, and they're ranked 8th in the country. Their strength of schedule is pretty strong because softball in the state of Texas is very strong. So there's a possibility of an at-large bid. So we'll see if that happens.
It's just shocking to me. I mean, their first game of this super regional tournament to get to the World Series, their kid goes out and throws a no-hitter. Yeah. And then you come back and you drop 2 in a row. That's sports, I guess.
That's how baseball or softball go.
Yeah. There you go. Let's see what else. Seattle beat the Astros. Texas had the night off. Houston and Texas. What is it? The Silver Boot or something?
So yeah, the Silver Boot.
Yeah, that starts tonight, right?
Yeah, for the Astros, it might as well just be the Silver Bullet.
Yeah, well, they are struggling mightily.
Yeah, they are.
And this is the official Braxton Ashcraft Watch show. So,
right.
Pittsburgh and Philly tonight. He's on the mound against Aaron Nola. So, as Philadelphia and Pittsburgh open up a series. So, there you go. Baseball last night, it was the craziest game. I mean, it was very offensive early, very offensive late, but in the middle, the Bears struggled. They score 7 runs, and for the second consecutive game, they hit 4 home runs in a game. This is not a home run hitting team, but on Sunday they hit 4 home runs. Yesterday they hit 4 home runs.
Now the question is, was
in the
anybody
meantime,
on base?
Most of them were solos.
Yeah.
In the meantime, they struck out 15 times, and we both know you can't strike out 15 times and expect to win. Yet they get a 2-run homer in the 9th inning and crawl back to within 1, and they got the tying run on base in the 9th inning last night and just couldn't push it across. So they lose to Utah. They're chasing BYU, 30 miles down the road, and BYU got beat by Kansas last night. It was a crazy game. I was listening to the end of it. Yeah. BYU's head coach, I think, got ejected. Yeah, it got bumpy, to say the least. So anyway, there you go. Let's see what else. Anything else we need to touch base on before we get this thing rolling here on a Friday?
Let's see. That there was a junior college game at Bosque River Ballpark last night between Glenn and Northeast Texas. They are deciding the Region 14 champion that will go to the JUCO World Series. Glenn took that opening win last night. They'll play again tonight at 6:00. Game 2 at McClinton Finn at Bosque River Ballpark. Just rolls right off the tongue.
You want to say that again there?
McClinton Field at Bosque River Ballpark.
McClinton?
Yes. It's really? McClinton Field. Paul McClinton gave quite a bit of money to the program.
So it's not McClinton Field. It's McClinton Field.
McClinton Field at Bosque River Ballpark. Yes, sir.
Well, there you go. See, you learn something every day around here.
Yeah.
So, all right, good deal. Hey, we're brought to you in part today by Benchmark Construction. David and Marie and their entire team do a great job, whether it's a special, it could be disaster recovery, it could be construction, environmental remediation, it could be indoor air quality solutions, whatever it may be. They can help you at Benchmark. You can check them out today at benchmarkc3.com. That's benchmarkc3.com. Stay with us. When we come back, we're going to talk to Chris Clemons. His club went to Huntsville last night, taking on what I like to call a blue bud in high school baseball, Lufkin Hudson. I mean, they don't play football. They put all their eggs in the baseball basket, and the Rockets went down there to open up a 3-game series, and they come away with a 3-2 win. We're going to talk to Chris about that and what else is going on with Rocket baseball. We'll do that next when we continue here on the Tom Barfield Show.
Morrison's Gifts, Waco's oldest family-owned gift store, wants to ask a question to the guys out there. Don't you just love gift giving? Does John Hart, Consuela, or Jellycat mean anything to you? If not, at Morrison's, we have your answers and your back. For 47 years, we have guided men and you ladies through the trauma of selecting the right gift for the right person. Come and see us at 4312 West Waco Drive in the Brazos Square Center, close to Jason's Deli. That's Morrison's Gifts, owned by a proud Baylor Bear.
Lake Waco Golf Club is a semi-private facility nestled along the north point of Lake Waco, one of the few facilities in Texas to have a full 18-hole regulation golf course as well as an executive 18-hole par 3 golf course. Plus, check out their bar and grill, which is open to the public. And if you're not a golfer, then enjoy time by the pool or even enjoy fishing around Lake Waco. Become a member today and call to book your tee time. Lake Waco Golf Club, where family and friends fun begins. Check them out at lakewacogc.com for more information.
Is your roof ready for the next Texas storm? Don't wait for a small leak to become a big problem. Call JK Roofing of Waco. Whether you need roof repair, a full replacement, or a professional inspection, JK Roofing has quality workmanship and dependable service you can count on. Locally owned and committed to protecting Central Texas homes and businesses. Call JK Roofing today for your free estimate and get the job done right the first time. Call JK Roofing 254-744-2211. JK Roofing of Waco. Strong roofs, honest work, and peace of mind.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org. Bumblebee Blinds of Waco and Temple is your one-stop shop for custom window treatment, transforming your vision into reality. Choose from a selection of shades, blinds, shutters, and curtains. Bumblebee Blinds stands behind our service and products, ensuring peace of mind with our trusted warranty. Call Bumblebee Blinds today to schedule your design consultation. Bumblebee Blinds, simplifying window treatments one covering at a time. BumblebeeBlinds.com.
All right, back with us. We are in Salt Lake City. It is a beautiful day here in Salt Lake City. Lark at 63 degrees, blue sky, sunshine, just a terrific day. Now that I've gotten all the weather taken care of, let's move on. Hey, let's welcome into the program the head baseball coach of the Robinson Rockets, Chris Clemons. Christopher, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Technical difficulties. I'm on my phone. My computer would allow me to do it. Some firewall or something. I don't know what that is.
These schools sometimes they want to block some of this stuff. That's okay. The phone works just fine, and we're glad you're with us. Tell us a little bit about last night. It sounded like a heck of a ball game, and I guess at this point, at this level, you better be able to pitch and play defense, and your club sounded like they did that last night.
It was a heck of a game. It's a great team that we played. Baseball only. They competed their tails off, and we did the same thing. My little pitcher went out and threw a heck of a game, gave up 2 runs early and allowed us to come back and get the win in the bottom of the 6th.
So he gives you 6 2/3. He's an eyelash away from a complete game in a playoff situation. That really has got to help you moving forward through the rest of this 2 out of 3.
Pitch count got us. He walked a guy in the 7th and picked him off, and then gave up a hit. And the last hitter got a hit on his 110th pitch, and I had to pull him. And I went to my number 2 starter, who will start on Monday, and he got the 3rd out on 5 pitches. So we're lined up pretty well. We've got some good arms that hadn't thrown a pitch, and we're ready to go tomorrow.
You mentioned Birch and his effort on the bump. He also helped himself at the plate, didn't he?
He did. He got him 2 big hits. What has been really helping us is competing with 2 outs. Our running back, Evan Moreno, worked himself a walk off an arm that was 88 to 92 with about a 78-mile-an-hour power breaking ball. He worked a 2-out walk, stole second base, did what he did, and Burks got a 2-strike hit to drive him in for the go-ahead run.
I know you guys get scouting reports, but until you actually lay eyes on your opponent, sometimes it is what it is. What did you see from Hudson? Did they do anything you weren't expecting? Were they stronger in an area? I mean, Tell me a little bit about those guys and how your approach matched up with them.
Well, their strength is pitching and defense. They come out and they don't look overly physical, but they're baseball players. They do things correctly. And I mean, that's been our pride all year. And the big thing was last night, they made 2 errors. We made no errors. They made a couple of base running mistakes and we only made 1. So we kind of beat them at their game a little bit. As I said, their arm was outstanding. We got guys on base. We got big hits when we needed to, and we took the extra base when we needed to. So we kind of formed to them and actually beat them at their game a little bit last night.
Chris, is it challenging right now this time of year? You have graduation coming up for your seniors. You've got, baccalaureate. You've got all these outside activities. Is it hard to kind of keep kids locked in and focus on trying to win baseball games?
I'll tell you what, it's hard as a coach with having a group of seniors stay locked in with everything going on. But, I mean, hats off to this group of seniors that I have. I've given them a little more rope because I know they're going to do it the right way, but they've also corralled everybody in, trying to eliminate some of the distractions. I want them to enjoy. I want them to go to all these things. I've cut some practice shorts for all the award banquets. I mean, the stuff we're getting academically and athletically out of this senior class, I want them to be involved with it. But they know when it's time, we can get done in an hour and 15 minutes. What in the past has taken me 2 hours to get done because they show up and get to work. I've allowed them to kind of lead themselves. I tell them every day, my staff, which is, I've said all along, it's a blessing to have them. We can coach good teams. My leadership group, they're going to coach the great teams. So that they've run with that, and it's been outstanding to watch them lead, watch them be good teammates, watch them player 1 through 19 are all involved, and they all feel like they're a huge part of every victory.
Sounds like your philosophy is it's their team. You and the staff are the caretakers of the team. Is that a fair statement?
That's it. I said we don't really have rules. We have standards, what I want them to live up to. And in the right way, they enforce them. There is an accountability type deal, and it's done the right way. I know with 16, 17, 18-year-old guys, it can be cliquish. I know that some standards can be upheld in the wrong way, but these guys have absolutely done everything I've asked of them and done it correctly, done it in a very mature, confident way. So, I mean, it's been fun for me. It's been fun. I mean, you can look at my face and my hair, and
I'm looking at your hair, quite frankly.
Thank you. And thank your wife for laughing every moment doing it.
Chris, I want to say that I think it's a great look. I think you ought to keep it.
They tell me I look 20 years younger, but gosh, I feel about 15 years older.
I think it looks great.
It was the deal where they get into that, and being old school and being kind of an old grumpy man. I'm not into all this kind of stuff.
Did you say kinda?
Yeah, come on.
You did say kinda, right? Okay.
Birds of a feather flock together, Tom. That's why we're eating multiple days a week. But understand that they did it, and kind of as a joke, I said, round 3, I'll do it, thinking, they'll let me get away with it. But with my wife being the principal, Amber wouldn't let me get away with it. And that front office staff up here, they're all on board. And we did it in the middle of the cafeteria with a bunch of the students watching and having a good time.
It's fun. Good stuff. Hey, so if you're going to get where you want to go, you obviously got to have some guys step up that, and maybe get out of their comfort zone a little bit. Have you seen that with this club in this playoff run? Because, heck, you haven't lost a playoff game yet.
Well, yeah, guys have. I'm going to Caden Coe, who is our starting center, first baseman, can absolutely hit, has been in the middle line, my lineup for 3 years. He didn't get a hit last night, but he did draw a walk, and he probably, I don't call them RBIs, I call them saved runs. He probably saved 3 runs last night on an over-the-shoulder catch in foul territory with guys on second and third in the middle of their order. And then later in the game, they had first and second, nobody out. They're doing the bunt, and he makes a diving catch along the first baseline, doubles the guy off, had a triple play, but the ball got dropped. I mean, they're doing things that they don't normally do. They're finding ways to compete. When we're facing an arm like we were last night, guess what? There's going to be some guys going 0 for 3. Casey Helpert is usually a hitter first, defense is second, even though he's good defensively. He has had some tough at-bats, some tough luck, but has made every play. I mean, Cash Clear has been hit 29 times this year, which is just astonishing to me as the leadoff guy. Just when he gets on base, it's fueled with Vasquez, Helpert, and Co. coming up. The little catcher was 0 for last night, was 5 for 5 last week, but I'm allowing him to call his own game. We work together, and just seeing him and Burks and Terry and the rest of our staff work together, he's turned it into an art and really taking it personal and calling a good game.
You're off tonight, and then
Yes.
you're back at it tomorrow. Kind of walk us through that. I guess a regroup type thing. Or I mean, why are we off tonight?
It was a situation where Hudson was at our last game against Freeman, and they had already secured Huntsville High School, and it's a little bit farther for us. It's a beautiful place, and I agreed to it. And we were going to do Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Come to find out, there are too many chiefs in the kitchen, so multiple people had scheduled games, and we were first, so they kind of gave us the priority of the late game on Thursday. And I chose, since he knew I was driving farther, he allowed me to choose. I chose the Saturday doubleheader because I walked in my door at about 2:15, and this morning we had school stuff today. It just allows for us to kind of regroup, take a light BP, play some catch, enjoy being around each other, and get up in the morning and go play. So it's just not such a quick turnaround. It doesn't bother these kids, but my coaching staff, we need our rest too. So I just think it's a better situation all the way around.
Final thought, District 23, 4A. Here we
Wow.
are this deep in the playoffs, and everybody's still playing. I mean, with the exception of Lorena, and that's a good club. Gatesville, I know they got beat last night, as did China in a tough one. And then you guys take Lufkin Hudson out. But this league, did it prepare you for the journey you're going through now? And I'm assuming same thing for Gatesville, for China, in your opinion?
Oh, it is. It has. It's made us get out. It's made our pitchers bear down late in games and close games, whether we're up 1, down 1, but having to get that big out when it's really necessary. I mean, I take my hat off, even to Coach at La Vega, Coach at Conley, the group, Coach Graves, Coach Beckham, Coach Smith. It's a fun group to compete with, but it definitely helps us get ready for the close ball games in the playoffs.
Good stuff. Hey, I wish you the best of luck on Saturday against Lufkin Hudson. Appreciate your time today, and maybe go comb that hair. I don't know.
It doesn't need to be combed. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Lark.
See you later. That's Chris
Safe
Clemons, the
travels.
head baseball coach of the Robinson Rockets. And Chris, I Lark, brother, I 100% believe that when you compete in a league like they're competing in, when you're playing China Spring, home and home, when you're playing Lorena, home and home, when you're playing Gatesville, home and home, that has to prepare you for the journey that you're going through right now. Look, he's playing I call him a blue blood in high school baseball. When you're not playing football in Texas, and you're putting your focus on baseball and basketball, this is a quality opponent. For him to go out and get the 1-0 lead, that's huge. Now you're playing a doubleheader. You know how hard it is to sweep a doubleheader.
Absolutely.
They are clearly in the driver's seat to get to the next round, and it's exciting for those Robinson Rockets.
Yeah, best of luck to him. I've followed Chris since he was 15 years old, and his baseball career as a pitcher in college at A&M, his career with the White Sox, and I just hope the best for him.
Should be a lot of fun. They're in Huntsville, and he said the ballpark is unbelievable. Huntsville High School, not Sam Houston State, but
Right.
Huntsville High School. So,
Yeah, we've been to Sam.
yeah, we've been there once or 3 times.
Yeah.
All right, hey, we're going to get a break. When we come back, we're going to visit with the new head football coach and athletic director at Crawford High School. That is Sam Moody. He's not new to Crawford, but he's the new head football coach in AD, and we'll talk to him coming up. Our program today is brought to you in part by Lake Waco Golf Club. Man, oh man, is the golf course in great shape. You want to get out, you want to get a round of golf in, you can do that. Maybe you want to work on your game. The par 3, the executive par 3 is a terrific place for you to go work on that short game, chipping, putting. Because I don't know about you, I'm not going to practice. I'm just not. I'm not going to go out there and hit 8 million golf balls off at the driving range. I'm not going to chip and putt for 2 hours. Some guys love it. That's not me. I want to tee it up, put the ball on the ground, and let's go, and whatever happens, happens. But you know what? If you do want to work on your game a little bit and have that same outing type feel, it's the par 3 course. And I intend to play that some this summer, I promise you. Lake Waco Golf Club. And of course, they have the beautiful swimming pool, and they got the restaurant there, which is just adjacent to the pro shop. Pro shop's got new stuff coming in every day, by the way. They've got gloves and shoes, and they are stocking like crazy with new product there at Lake Waco Golf Club. You got to check them out. Lake Waco Golf Club GC.com, LakeWacoGC.com. And if you want a tee time, give them a call today at 254-756-2161, 254-756-2161. Lark, I think they got the glow-in-the-dark golf tournament tomorrow night, Saturday night. I'm not 100% sure, but I think you can call and ask.
Yeah, I want to try that one of these days.
Have you never hit a glow-in-the-dark ball?
I never played night golf.
First time I thought they brought in like spotlights and hung them in trees and stuff. No, although that'd be kind of cool, but no, it's a glow in the dark, and they say the balls, you can find your golf ball. So,
yeah,
good stuff. All right,
can they find some way to make that happen during daytime to where you can find your golf ball?
No, 254. Got to sell those balls, 254-756-2161 to get that tee time at Lake Waco Golf Club. And we're right back with more in a moment.
Since 1996, Double R Old-Fashioned Hamburgers at 18th and Herring has been serving Waco's best burger. There's nothing better than a delicious burger cooked just the way you like it, with garden fresh toppings on a buttered bun. Add tots, fries, curly fries, or onion rings for a perfect meal. So what are you waiting on? How about Double R Old-Fashioned Hamburgers today? Double R Old-Fashioned Hamburgers is open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. Double R Old-Fashioned Hamburgers. And don't forget to ask about Double R's catering.
It's the 2026 Heart of Texas Builders Association Parade of Homes, brought to you by the First National Bank of Central Texas. Tour a variety of homes at different price points, plus see the latest trends from beautiful kitchens to outdoor living spaces. See the latest colors and design patterns. This is your chance to walk through homes, meet the builders, and get inspiration for your own projects. The Heart of Texas Builders Association Parade of Homes, June 5th, 6th, and 7th, and June 13th and 14th. Tickets are available online or at any parade home. For more information, go to wacohomeparade.com.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is the company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
Shopping for insurance shouldn't feel like a guessing game or a root canal. At Barfield Show Insurance Group, we make it easy and maybe even a little fun. Need auto, home, life, or business insurance? We've got you covered. Literally. We work with multiple top-rated companies to find the right fit for you, so you get great coverage at a price that won't make you wince. Because our goal is simple: the highest quality insurance at lowest price possible. Call Barfield Show Insurance Group today at 469-579-4982 for your free quote. Better coverage, better rates, better call them.
Family owned and operated, Jasper's Barbecue is serving up Texas-style barbecue meats and sandwiches and all the fixins. Enjoy mouth-watering brisket, ribs, pulled pork, and don't forget the potato salad and barbecue beans. Located in Waco on Elm Street, right off of I-35, open Tuesday through Saturday 10 until 2 or until the food runs out. Stop by today and enjoy the best barbecue around. Voted one of the best barbecue joints by Texas Monthly. That's Jasper's Barbecue in Waco. You won't leave hungry.
Morrison's Gifts, Waco's oldest family-owned gift store, wants to ask a question to the guys out there. Don't you just love gift giving? Does John Hart, Consuela, or Jellycat mean anything to you? If not, at Morrison's, we have your answers and your back. For 47 years, we have guided men and you ladies through the trauma of selecting the right gift for the right person. Come and see us at 4312 West Waco Drive in the Brazos Square Center, close to Jason's Deli. That's Morrison's Gifts, owned by a proud Baylor Bear.
All right, welcome back. This is the Tom Barfield Show. We are presented by Toe King, thanks to Gary Hoffman and his team. Let's welcome into the program the new head football coach and athletic director at Crawford Independent School District, Sam Moody. Hey, first of all, Sam, congratulations. Second of all, how's that sound? How's the ring sound to that introduction?
I appreciate it, Tom. No, it sounds good. We're excited. Families from here, grown up here, a lot of ties to the community. So just being able to come back, and this was long-term goal. So being able to kind of finally step into this role is some I've always looked forward to and hoped for, and I'm super blessed. I'm blessed right now.
Sam, talk about your journey. I mean, where did your journey at Crawford begin?
Well, I guess because I was at Valley Mills. It's been a while since I've seen you over there, Mm-hmm. But over there, Coach Jacobs called me. My wife was the principal over at Valley Mills, and she got the elementary principal job at Crawford. And our kids were kind of getting to that point where they were going to start kindergarten and get into school. So that's when we knew we wanted to come back. We wanted our kids to grow up here. Me and my wife, we both grew up here. So just getting back home to where our kids could grow up in this community that it just gave us so much over the years, and to have the opportunity to give back is something we've been looking forward to for a long time.
But you grew up in Crawford. I mean, this is home, is it not?
Oh, this is home. Grew up with Coach Murphy, Coach Kelm, Coach Jacobs. Those were all my coaches growing up. I've got one still on staff, Coach Abel. And just the discipline, the integrity, just the legacy of this program and the tradition that it carries, and just to be able to continue that legacy and keep those traditions around for as long as we possibly can. That means everything. Weren't you
a part of that 2004 state championship?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, that was a fun year, and those guys we still talk all the time. Every time we have our annual Crawford golf tournament, we all get together over there and we play. But that's a close knit group, and that's what made that group special. I think is, we were all, like I said, we were close knit. We were a family, and that's the goal. We want everyone to feel like a family here, and that's what's going to take you from being a good team to a great team. When you can have those teams that are player led, not coach led. You have coaches, but when the players start holding each other accountable, and they set the standard, coaches set the standard, but those players hold each other accountable to meet those standards. That's when you have great teams.
It's interesting. We just had Chris Clemons on, the head baseball coach at Robinson, and he said almost identical, the same thing you just said about player-led teams and coaches as the caretakers. So kind of walk us through the process. Sam, you were there on the staff, and I had no clue that coach was about to leave and head over to Palestine. I don't think many people did either. And then, boom, just like that, he's gone, you're in. It must have been a whirlwind for you and your family.
No, it was. It happened really fast. All I have with Ty, great things to say about Ty. I've learned so much from Ty. Ty brought a completely different energy it was a breath of fresh air here. The kids loved him. The staff loved him. We're going to miss him a whole lot. I think he's making a move that's great for him. Looking at everything, I think it's a perfect fit for him. And with him leaving, I'm blessed with the opportunity. So I know he's reached out to me. I've reached out to him. We've been talking nonstop, and we're both excited for each other. And I think both of us are going to do good things.
What is your philosophy? I mean, what are you going to bring? What's your stamp going to be on the Robinson, on the Crawford, not only the football program, but the athletic program? What is your stamp going to be?
Yes, sir. Well, My number one goal at Valley Mills and now here, and it's something that Crawford hasn't done, is win the Lone Star Cup. And that's just bringing everything together. Crawford's always in that top 10. But they've never been able to pull it off. I know Mason's up there a lot, but that's the long-term goal for not just the program, but for the whole ISD, is just bring everything together. Not just have a football family, not just have a basketball family, baseball, but bring all those groups together with one common goal, and kind of put our heads toward that. That's including academics with our UIL, our band, our one-act play. So everything's kind of summed up into one right there. So I think that's kind of like the ultimate championship, and I think that's something that would look good sitting over here in Crawford, that Lone Star Cup.
Sam, do you believe that winning breeds winning? I know you win in softball, you win in football, you win in volleyball. I mean, you win. I mean, is it almost contagious? Program to program.
That has a lot to do with the tradition and the discipline and the legacy of this place. There's a standard, and these kids know the standard, and that standard was set in place a long time ago with the discipline and the tradition. And these young men and women, they do a great job. They know the expectations. They have high standards for themselves, and they hold each other accountable. And when you do that from program to program, and you have you have kids, we have multi-sport athletes across the board. So all of our football players are going to play basketball. They're going to run track. They're going to play baseball. It makes for busy times in the spring and tough scheduling. But these kids do it all, and they love it, and they're bought in. And that's what makes this place special.
It is small school. It is sharing athletes. But as you said, it makes those athletes better. I think, everybody can go through off season, but when you're competing nearly year round, there's something special about that. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, it definitely is. I mean, it carries over when you play deep into the playoffs every year. That's extra weeks that those athletes get to work that sport. That other schools they've already moved on to the next sport. So you play 14 weeks in football, you get 4 extra weeks on top of those that don't. And all those sports, they carry into the next one. I mean, track is going to make you better at everything. If you run track, that's going to help you in softball, basketball, football, base. It doesn't matter. And so having these multi-sport athletes where they're well-rounded, it just helps every program.
And right now, you got kids involved in baseball still. You got kids involved in the state track meet. I mean, it's almost nonstop, isn't it?
It is, but that's a good thing. That's a good thing. When it slows down, that's usually summer. So it's a good thing. We want to play as long as we can, and the baseball team's doing a great job. Last night we had 2 pitchers that came out and threw complete games. I think our fielding is the best I've seen in a long time. Usually, if the ball gets hit, it's an out. So they're doing a good job hitting right now. So we got game 3 on Saturday. We're going to go get that one, and we got a little 400-meter runner, Chris Bunch, running down at state tonight at 7. So he's got a good chance there. So we just they got to keep going, and once they're done there, summer workouts start. We start looking toward volleyball, cross country, and football.
Sam, I don't want you to put everything out on in the public, but offensively, defensively, how about some philosophies? Or what will Crawford look like? Will it be old school Crawford? Will you be in the veer? I mean, what are you thinking offensively and defensively for your clubs based off of your personnel?
Yeah, well, we're going to be physical. I'll tell you that much. We're going to be physical, and we're going to play fast. But I mean, like I said, I came up in the Crawford system. We ran the slot T last year, and we have that mentality of we're going to go 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But we've got some other pieces in place too, where we're going to be able to do some more things.
I'm just curious. I'm sitting there thinking about it because I go back to broadcasting some of those games with Coach Murphy way back, and it always seems that the athletes coming out of Crawford are just terrific. They're special. Why Crawford, Texas? Why are kids just so athletic, I guess, for lack of a better term? Why are they so special? Why are they so talented in Crawford, Texas, America?
A lot of it comes from just our strength and conditioning, but most of it comes from our parents. We've got one of the best support systems with our community. Our parents love this community, and they pour into these athletes. They pour into these athletes. They pour into the staff, and it really makes it easy on us. It makes it pretty easy on us.
Sam, I say it all the time. There's places where people hope to win. There's places where people expect to win, and I think Crawford, Texas, is a place where people expect to win, and it's a different vibe, isn't it?
It is, but that's high expectations, and that's how it's always been here. That's how it's always going to be here. And like I said, the kids know that, the staff knows that, the community knows that, everyone knows it. So it's just every day we come in and we're building a wall, adding another brick to the wall. How big's that wall going to be when the season rolls around?
Sam, thanks. I know you're busy. It's been crazy for you, kind of a whirlwind.
Oh yeah.
But I appreciate your time. I really do. I think it's a great hire, and I'm excited for you. I want to see what you guys do, and look forward to watching you guys this fall. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate y'all having me on. Thanks, Tom and Lark.
See you later. Have a good day. That is Sam Moody, the new head football coach and athletic director. Lark, look, he was on that old 4-state championship team. He understands it. He gets it. He totally understands what's going on when it comes to Crawford. And it is a different place. It just there's certain places that are just unique, and you have to understand the uniqueness in order to be successful and work there. And he's a guy that would do just fine there.
Yeah, and he touched on it just a little bit about how winning breeds winning. The fact that, if you play 14 games in a season, you've got those 4 extra weeks of practice. And, places like Aledo and Salina and South Lake Carroll that play 15, 16 weeks deep into the season, year in and year out. By the time you've got a kid that played on your team as a sophomore, by the time he's a senior, he's played football as much as some people have played into their second year in college. So you get that extra experience, you get that extra playing time, that winning just keeps breeding more winning.
Yeah, I mean, Mark, Texas is another place like that.
Absolutely.
Cameron, Texas is another place like that, where there's just an expectation that's a little different than some other places. And again, I like to say some people hope to win and some expect to win. And when they don't win, they're incredibly shocked that they didn't win the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, all right. We're going to get a break here. We're going to come back. We're going to kind of walk through what is going to be a really crazy busy weekend of sports. Good stuff. Oh, by the way, have you seen any pictures, Lark, of the Willie Nelson concert last night?
I saw one video of how they had it set up, looked like either center field or left center field. Mm-hmm. They had a big curtain, and to start it off, they just dropped the curtain, and Willie went into Whiskey River.
How about that?
Yeah.
Yep. Pretty cool. Yeah. It sounded like, from what I can gather, everybody had a really good time last night.
How can you not have a good time at a Willie Nelson concert? I mean,
outdoors, beautiful weather. I mean, yeah. good stuff, right?
Yeah.
I could see more concerts being held at, Magnolia. It's, that outdoor variety. If you want that 8,000 to 10,000 crowd, and that's kind of a cool deal. Is that the new amphitheater now on campus?
Sounds good to me. Why not?
We'll find out. All right, so there you go. That was last night out at Magnolia Field. I got a couple of pictures. My family was there, and I got a couple of pictures. And I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. All right, hey, we are brought to you today in part by Morrison's Gifts. That's Waco's oldest family-owned gift store. And look, if it's John Hart, Consuela, Jellycats, any of those type things, you can get there. You need a gift card. You need whatever you might need, you can get from Sally and Mark and the entire team at Morrison's Gifts. 47 years of helping Central Texans there at Morrison's Gifts. They're at 4312 West Waco Drive. That's in the Brazos Square Shopping Center. It's right down from Jason's Deli. Go by and see them. They're proud Baylor backers. I know Mark is a huge Baylor baseball fan and is at all the Heart of the Order type events, so you can check them out. It is Morrison's Gifts, 4312 West Waco Drive.
When disaster strikes, you need a team you can trust. At Benchmark, we specialize in disaster recovery, construction, environmental remediation, and indoor air quality solutions. With over 30 years of experience, our experts provide forensic architecture, engineering, and environmental consulting to ensure every project is handled with precision and care. From damage assessment to full reconstruction, Benchmark delivers technical expertise and an unmatched client experience every step of the way. Visit benchmarkc3.com to learn more.
At Waco Bodyman Company, we help you take control of your health with advanced wellness and longevity solutions designed to help your body perform, recover, and thrive. Experience the power of red light therapy with our full body bed design to reduce inflammation, improve circulation, support skin health, and recharge your body at the cellular level. Step into our hydrotherapy room featuring a dry sauna, polar shower, and hot tub. Book your tour today. Waco Bodyman, open 7 days a week in downtown Waco.
Looking for insurance that truly fits your life? At Barfield Show Insurance Group, we make it simple. Whether it's auto, home, life, or business insurance, we represent a wide range of top-rated companies, so you get the coverage you need at the price you'll love. Our mission? Delivering the highest quality protection at the lowest possible cost without cutting corners. Call Barfield Show Insurance Group today at 469-579-4982 for your free quote. Barfield Show Insurance Group, coverage you can count on at a price you deserve.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check him out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
Is your roof ready for the next Texas storm? Don't wait for a small leak to become a big problem. Call JK Roofing of Waco. Whether you need roof repair, a full replacement, or a professional inspection, JK Roofing has quality workmanship and dependable service you can count on. Locally owned and committed to protecting Central Texas homes and businesses. Call JK Roofing today for your free estimate and get the job done right the first time. Call JK Roofing 254-744-2211. JK Roofing of Waco. Strong roofs, honest work, and peace of mind.
All right, you're back with us as we roll along here on a Friday. This is the Tom Barfield Show. We are presented by Tow King. Lark, there's where do you start? We've got junior college baseball and softball. We got high school baseball and softball. We got the state track meet going on. There's college baseball and softball. There is so much going on in the wide world of sports. I know Baylor softball begins, I think, today.
Yes,
is that
sir.
right? Wisconsin.
Yes.
Mid-afternoon, hour and a half or so from now. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff going on. Get us up to date.
All right, let's first off start off with junior college baseball, if you don't mind. That is the tournament that the McLennan Highlanders are participating in. It is the Region 5 Junior College tournament that's going on at Weatherford. Yesterday, McLennan beat Weatherford 8-0, while Midland topped Howard 14-13 in 11 innings.
They go for two?
Yeah, apparently so. But it'll be McLennan and Midland in the winners bracket at 3 o'clock at noon today. Weatherford and Howard fight to stay in that tournament, with the winner eventually headed to the Junior College World Series in Grand Junction, Colorado. Then you have the Junior College softball regionals going on. This one going on in Odessa. It's Region A, where the McLennan Highlassies were knocked out yesterday. They lost the game at 10 o'clock to Odessa, 8-2. Weatherford, in the battle of the losers bracket, demolished Western Texas 11-1. So McLennan came back at 3 o'clock to face Weatherford, and Weatherford won that game 12-9. So it's going to be between Weatherford and Odessa as to who's going to go to the Softball World Series in Oxford, Alabama. The McLennan Highlanders still have an outside chance to be there simply because that's a tournament of about 16, I believe, teams, and there's a possibility of them receiving a at-large bid since they're ranked 8th in the nation and playing one of the toughest conferences in junior college baseball in the nation. Moving over to the Region B tournament, going over at Temple. Temple won the Battle of Unbeatens yesterday, 6-4 over Grayson. Frank Phillips and Midland played the losers bracket game. Midland won that one 9-1. So Midland and Grayson played at 3:00 yesterday, with Grayson knocking off Midland 6-3. So it's Temple and Grayson at noon today over at Temple College to decide which one of those teams is going to the Junior College Softball World Series. Now let's move on to the high school scene, where we've got 3 teams from the area still participating. Midway defeated Grand Oaks last night 6-4. They're playing game 2 tonight at 6:00 at A&M Consolidated. Bosqueville defeated Honey Grove 4-3. Game 2 coming tonight at 6:00 in Athens. And Jonesboro took a doubleheader yesterday from Ector, 11-1 and 14-7. And next up for Jonesboro will be Cross Plains. And high school baseball, regional semifinals that went on yesterday. Lake Belton lost out to Melissa 10-2. Their second game will be at Red Oak at 7:00 tonight. China Spring dropped a 2-1 decision to Bullard. They're going to play the doubleheader today to decide that if necessary. Starting at 4:30 is game 2 in Ennis. If China Spring wins that one, then about 30 minutes later, they'll play game 3 and decide it all. In Caldwell last night, Huffman Hargrave jumped in on Gatesville 14-2. They'll play game 2 tonight at 6:30 in Caldwell. And down in Huntsville, we talked to Chris Clemons earlier. His team defeated Lufkin Hudson 3-2. They're going to play the doubleheader starting at 2:00 on Saturday in Huntsville. Academy was defeated by Huntington last night, 8-2. Game 2 in Navasota at 7:00 tonight. Grandview lost a tough one to Orangefield 2-1. The Zebras are trying to stay in it tonight at 7:00 in Waller. Bosqueville dropped a 3-0 decision to Cooper. They're playing at Duncanville, game 2 at 6:00 tonight there in Duncanville. Crawford and Collinsville, as Sam Moody alluded to earlier, a couple of complete games thrown by the pitching staff in a doubleheader split yesterday. Crawford in the first game, 7-1. Collinsville 3-0 in the second game. So they will decide that tomorrow at 2:00 in Godley. Valley Mills is going to play a 1-game playoff tomorrow at West against Munster. Whoever wins that 1 game, they will advance on to the next round. And Oglesby was knocked out by Gordon 13-2 and 10-6 in a doubleheader yesterday. So Gordon advances to the next round. All right, let's move on to college baseball, where Tom last night saw Utah defeat Baylor 8-7. Texas Tech, meanwhile, was demolished by Cincinnati 13-1. There's the rest of the scores from the Big 12. I think the only one that really means anything is the Kansas versus BYU score, where Kansas won 9-6 over Brigham Young. At least that's what it means to folks at Baylor and Tom out there in Salt Lake City. And then you've got the College World Series, Women's College World Series, Softball World Series regionals getting underway today. Tom talked about it just a moment ago. Baylor taking on Wisconsin, 12:30 this afternoon down in Austin, playing in the Austin regional. Arizona's playing against Marshall. You have UCF going up against Jacksonville State. Texas Tech hosting Marist. Oklahoma State at home against Eastern Illinois. Arizona State's taking on McNeese at College Station. That College Station regional is tied into the Austin regional, so whoever wins between those, which it could be A&M and Texas playing each other, could be Baylor and A&M playing each other. We'll just have to wait and see. Then you've got Oklahoma State hosting. I've got that in there twice, don't I? Michigan, Kansas is at Michigan, A&M at home against UConn to start that regional, and Texas at home against Wagner. And that's pretty much, Tom, what is going on around the college and the Softball World Series stuff, I think.
You think, huh? Yeah, I get it. Hey, so you were referencing the BYU thing, and it can get convoluted. But bottom line is this: Baylor will either be the 8th, 9th, 10th, or 11th seed. 9, 10, and 11, you're playing on Tuesday.
Right.
8, you're playing on Wednesday, and that's what you're trying to get to. And to get to that 8th spot, you need to win both of these games against Utah today and tomorrow. And then you need Kansas to win one more right down the road in Provo. They took a game last night over BYU, and they play BYU again tonight and then Saturday. If they can get one win there and the Bears could sweep the remaining 2, then you're the 8th seed. If not, then do the math. You're going to be somewhere between 9 and 11, and you're playing on Tuesday. So.
Yeah, and you're got pitching that's going to be depleted.
Yeah,
if you do that.
Well, yeah, you're going to win it. You got to win 5 games. Hello, test. I said 5 games in 5 days.
Yeah.
So
not many major college teams have a starting rotation that's 5 deep.
No, not at all. And you're piecing things together and all that kind of stuff. So there you have it. All right. We are brought to you in part today by our friends over at JK Roofs, jkroofs.com. You can call Jace and Katie Embry at 254-744-2211, whether it's the conventional shingles or maybe even a metal roof. Maybe you need repair. Maybe you don't know what you need. Maybe you don't need anything at all. You just need someone to come tell you what's going on with your roof or potential repairs. That's what Jace and Katie and their team can do for you. jkroofs.com, again, 254-744-2211. We take a break, and we come right back to look ahead to next week. We do that when our show continues in just a moment.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
Lake Waco Golf Club is a semi-private facility nestled along the north point of Lake Waco, one of the few facilities in Texas to have a full 18-hole regulation golf course as well as an executive 18-hole par 3 golf course. Plus, check out their bar and grill, which is open to the public. And if you're not a golfer, then enjoy time by the pool or even enjoy fishing around Lake Waco. Become a member today and call to book your tee time. Lake Waco Golf Club, where family and friends fun begins. Check them out at lakewacogc.com for more information.
At Waco Bodyman Company, we help you take control of your health with advanced wellness and longevity solutions designed to help your body perform, recover, and thrive. Experience the power of red light therapy with our full body bed design to reduce inflammation, improve circulation, support skin health, and recharge your body at the cellular level. Step into our hydrotherapy room featuring a dry sauna, polar shower, and hot tub. Book your tour today. Waco Bodyman, open 7 days a week in downtown Waco.
When disaster strikes, you need a team you can trust. At Benchmark, we specialize in disaster recovery, construction, environmental remediation, and indoor air quality solutions. With over 30 years of experience, our experts provide forensic architecture, engineering, and environmental consulting to ensure every project is handled with precision and care. From damage assessment to full reconstruction, Benchmark delivers technical expertise and an unmatched client experience every step of the way. Visit benchmarkc3.com to learn more.
Bumblebee Blinds of Waco and Temple is your one-stop shop for custom window treatment, transforming your vision into reality. Choose from a selection of shades, blinds, shutters, and curtains. Bumblebee Blinds stands behind our service and products, ensuring peace of mind with our trusted warranty. Call Bumblebee Blinds today to schedule your design consultation. Bumblebee Blinds, simplifying window treatments one covering at a time. BumblebeeBlinds.com.
Have you heard the latest about CTWP? Let me tell you. How about 2 cents for a color copy? Only Kyocera offers. Don't believe me? Do you really copy your dog? Grab your paperwork and let's compare. I guarantee CTWP has the best prices and service.
You know, Mark, I was just thinking we have a unique show. We have our commercials feature people, monkeys, dogs.
We got the whole zoo here.
We do. We really,
including
really
you
do.
and me.
Yeah, absolutely. So there you go. Many thanks to everyone who's been a part of our show this week, and thanks to all the hard work by Lark and the team behind the scenes to pull this off. I mean, look, it's not easy to pull the show off. Period. With what we do, but we're in different locations all across the country. I'm out here in Utah, and Lark is back in downtown Woodway, America, and we got guests all over the place. So it's a lot of moving parts to these programs, and we did it.
Yeah,
we pulled it off.
It's amazing what you can do nowadays. When I first got into video production and TV and stuff like that, it took millions of dollars of equipment and 14 different people, and now we can do this with just you and me and a computer,
and a laptop.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's thoroughly amazing.
Hey, next week on the program, we're going to continue talking high school baseball and softball. We got several coaches lined up for you. We're going to preview the Big 12 baseball tournament next week. We'll also talk some Texas high school football. Believe it, you always talk Texas high school football. We're going to have Greg Tepper on the program next Friday on the program. So we got a lot of things going on next week. Still got some thoughts on what we can do as far as other coaches and other guests for the program. So it should be a fun week next week as well as we get ready to roll along here. And I did not realize this, and because I know that some schools, Lark, will be attending class past May into June. But there's some schools that say, you know what, we're not going to take a bunch of time off during the school year, and we're going to get it done, and we're going to get these kids out of here. Crawford is out of school. Yesterday was the last day of school.
Cool.
And I'm like, well, there's a novel concept. Let's get out in May, and let's go back in September. I don't know, just a thought.
Yeah, it seemed like that's what we did when we were in school.
Yeah, and everything worked out okay. So anyway. Don't get me on that story. We'll do another hour just on that. But
of course,
anyway.
we didn't have a spring break. We didn't have a week from Christmas to New Year's. We didn't take off 4 days
every
for
Monday.
Thanksgiving. Yeah. So we got her done between September and May.
You go to school the first day after Labor Day, which is that Tuesday, and then you get out mid to late May, and that's the school year.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway. All right. Hey, we're going to get out of here. We appreciate everyone who's been a part of the program. We will do it again on Monday. I don't know where I will. I will be in studio on Monday. Beyond Monday, I have no clue. Could be Tuesday back in the studio. Could be out in Arizona. We'll find out. This weekend's baseball will tell us what our schedule is going to look like. But anyway, it's that time of year. So anyway, all right. I appreciate everyone who's been a part of the program. Good luck to all of our teams that are playing this weekend. Good luck to the McLennan baseball team. Good luck to Baylor softball. They're in the NCAA tournament. And all of our high school baseball and softball teams, we wish you the best of luck this weekend as well. And look forward to covering it all. We'll cover it all from A to Z on Monday's edition of the program. Until then, have yourself a great weekend. We'll talk to you soon.